Hey, Rusty the Sports Clown here. Not for Red Menace TV anymore. Guess what? The network executives thought I was flipping amazing, so they gave me my own show. Guess what we're calling it? I know, the Rusty the Sports Clown Show. Pretty hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure you guys can do it. Check out my new set. Pretty amazing, huh? Still the same New Mexico flag. That hasn't changed because, you know, we're here live in New Mexico. Now check out the fabulous photo over here. We've got different photos we're going to be swapping in and out. Brought to us courtesy of Miss Kelly Schroeder. Awesome lady. All right, see my awesome prop here? Okay, we've got an awesome, amazing prop guy, John Lujan. If you need any props made, talk to him. He'll make you something. Yeah, whatever you want. Tables, chairs, cool stuff. Pretty sure. Or boxes like this too. He can do all kinds of stuff. All right, moving on. Here we go. Guess what time it is? It's always time here for a sports break. So, bing, hi, sports break. All right, we're going to start with NFL news. Okay, the Cowboys, they signed this guy, Dan Skipper, a tackle out of Arkansas. Now, why, you ask, is that news? Well, here's why. Okay, Dan Skipper is now the tallest player in the NFL. He's 6'10". I'm not even sure my hand goes that high. That's like taller than Shaquille O'Neal. I know, so that makes him, okay, maybe not quite that tall, but he's still huge. I know. So now all they're going to have to do to block extra points is just put him out there and say, put your hands up, and he can block anything. Cool. I like that. Other NFL news. Rams and Chargers, guess what? They're going to have to wait one more year to move into that new stadium in LA. Why, you ask? Well, here's why. The stadium, called Inglewood Stadium, they've been delayed a year because of record-breaking rain. I know, it's crazy. At times, okay, this pit that they had dug, because, you know, in construction they have to dig this big hole and then fill it with concrete and, you know, fake grass and all that stuff. Okay, they dug this pit. At times it was 12 to 15 feet underwater. That's, you know, like taller than that Dan Skipper dude. Yeah. So they'd have to like bail all the water out with buckets or pumps or something. I'm pretty sure it was, you know, cups of water at a time. And then they could start work again. So that's put them way behind. Okay. Also of NFL news, the rights to Colin Kaepernick, Johnny Manziel, and RG3, they've all been picked up. Guess who by? The Hamilton Tiger Cats. They don't play in the NFL. They play in the CFL. That's the Canadian Football League, for those of you that don't speak, you know, Canadian, eh? All right. Don't know if any of these guys are going to go up north, but if they do, they're going to have to start in Hamilton. All right, we'll see what happens. All right. Also, speaking of the Canadian Football League, former Lobo quarterback Austin Apodaca, he did not get picked up by an NFL team. Sadness, I know. But he did sign a contract with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I know, they have all these great names up there in the north. Okay, he's going to be competing against 4 other quarterbacks for a roster spot. Okay, good luck, Austin. Hope you can do it, buddy. You've got a strong enough arm. You can make those throws, you know, like way all over the place and stuff. All right, what else do we have? Okay. How many of you remember last time when I talked about the Madden curse? And, you know, I kind of hope it comes true because Tom Brady's on the cover of Madden. All right, here's what's happening. I think it's already coming true. Why, you ask? Well, Tom Brady's wife, supermodel Giselle, whatever her last name is, yeah, she was speaking on this TV show called The View. Okay, I think that's just a show for ladies that don't work for a living or something. I don't know. So I'm getting looks. Was that like improper? I don't know. All right, so she was on this show. And she made the comment that Tom played through a concussion last season. Okay, then she went on to say, well, you know, he's had concussions pretty much every, and then she stopped. Okay, oops, that's not true, because, you know, NFL teams are supposed to report all these things, and they never reported anything like that ever happening to Tom. I don't know. Here's what the deal is. Tom wants to play football until he's 50 years old. Mrs. Tom wants him to be healthy enough to do things when they're like old, like 100. Now, I don't know what that means. I think there's trouble in paradise. That Madden curse is actually happening. All right, NBA news. We're moving on. The soap opera that is the NBA continues. I know. All right, here's what's going on. If you haven't kept up with all the storylines, did the Warriors put a hit on Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs' best player? We don't know. Stay tuned. James Harden plays for the Rockets, played very poorly in their last game when they lost to San Antonio. Was it because he was tired, or was it because he was worried about his upcoming court case where he allegedly paid 4 guys $20,000 to beat up Moses Malone Jr. for disrespecting him on Facebook? I know those Facebook posts can get pretty nasty sometimes. All right, the next storyline. Cavaliers embarrassed Boston by like 146. Oh, maybe it was just 46. It's a lot or whatever. Then they go back to Cleveland, and what happens? Boston beats them by a 3-pointer at the end. Wow, I don't know. Okay, stay tuned as the world of the NBA turns because, yeah, who cares? All right, moving on. What else do we have? Okay, we have this horse race thing called the Preakness. Now then, Sticky is so upset because he didn't win. He's not even here. It was sad. Okay, Preakness. What happened? It was sad. Okay, this horse, the one that everybody wanted to win, Always Dreaming. Yeah, well, apparently Always Dreaming stopped to take a nap, most of the way through the race because Always Dreaming was contending, like right there, first or second, all the way through, and then faded. Boop, 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 started going backwards and stuff. I don't know, finished 8th place out of 10 horses. This horse, Cloud Computing, who did not race at the Kentucky Derby, pretending he was an NBA player and resting. Okay, he came out and he did this thing called winning at the end. Okay, came up on the outside and beat Classic Empire at the end to win the race. Now, we don't know if this Classic Empire or Cloud Computing are going to race in the next one. We don't know. We're going to see. All right, Lobo baseball news. All right, with injuries mounting, the Lobos lost 5 in a row. The biggest injury was to Jack Zellner. He was the first baseman and cleanup hitter. All right, also a couple pitchers dinged up on their arms, elbows, whatever. Yeah, it was bad news. We lost 5 in a row. Well, guess what? They won their last game of the season. Couple that with San Diego State losing, and the Lobos win the Mountain West. Yay! All right, guess what, guys? They're going to play again this coming weekend in the tournament. So, good luck. Now then, what color did they wear to win that last game? You guessed it. They won the turquoise. Good job, guys. All right. Now then, hunting. Is that really a sport? Well, if hunting is a sport, you want to be careful when you're in the Glenwood Springs area in Colorado. Why, you ask? Well, a hunter says he was sexually assaulted by Sasquatch. I know, it sounds crazy. He claims it was 8 feet tall, jumped out of a tree, punched him in the face. So while he's lying there, half unconscious, this thing starts ripping his clothes off. And just as he's starting to, be molested and stuff, this hunter pulls out his knife and stabs him. So Sasquatch then runs away. Well, Glenwood police think it was just a big tall man. But anyway, whatever it is, be careful when you're in that area. All right, one last thing. It's over there. You're missing it. Okay, now then, that has to be true. Why? Because it was on Facebook. Lastly, if 2 people are in love, anything is possible, except deciding where to eat. All right, guys, that's it for the sports break. After the break, we're coming back with my man on the spot, Carlton Buttons. Now, he was at ESPN's rookie camp, but then they made all their cuts. He didn't make the cut. But the people at Proview, our fabulous network, they picked him up. They said he could work with me. Isn't that great? Yeah, I don't know if he's going to like this or not, but we sure do. All right. I'm going to see you guys back in just a few moments. It's going to be quick, all right? See you in a bit. Bye.
Oh no, it might be an own goal. And that's a goal. Yeah.
Beautiful ball. Keeper came out to meet it, then it went through her hands. Sydney, box. Still over the ball. There we go. Right off the bat. This is Springer. He missed a free kick, and he misses a big kick. Here we go. Pure top corner. The rush on PKs. 4-3 on the penalty kick. Herrera with a shot.
There it is.
There's a third. Beautiful build-up. Box. Oh, there's the equalizer.
Is it Vega?
It is.
Jason Vega.
Oh, he saved it.
And it's over.
Marcus comes up huge. He stops 2 of them. The winner of the game.
Don't forget, every Proview Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com. Carcrafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Carcrafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Carcrafters, it's like it never happened.
Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Oh, hey everybody. I'm glad you came back from the break. I stuck around, I was waiting for you guys. This show is so much fun, isn't it? All right, we're gonna go to my man on the spot, Carlton Buttons. He's gonna tell us something about some soccer thing or other, okay? It's gonna be really cool. You ready? Hey, Carlton, go ahead and tell us something, okay?
Thank you, Rusty. First, I want to start off by telling you and your audience what an honor it is to be working with the Rusty the Sports Clown. The head honchos over at Proview Network have been telling me how world famous you are. They don't know anything. Even though things didn't work out with me at ESPN due to all their recent layoffs, I know that with winning the Correspondent of the Year for 2016, I was going to end up with one of the greats. That being said, Carlton Buttons here, super excited about bringing you and our audience a highlight of one of New Mexico's very own amazing athletes. For those who don't know, we here at Rusty the Sports Clown like to bring to light the achievements, accomplishments, and accolades of all our New Mexico athletes. Today we are shining the light on a UNM Lobo, Aaron Herrera. Everybody howl. Howl! Now, I know you wanted me to try to get an interview with Aaron, Rusty, but I do have to say I don't think you thought it through very well. He played the first game of the year's tournament on Monday night, and the games are every 3 days. You knew they were in South Korea, right? I'm just saying, he wasn't real big on the idea of coming all the way back this morning for the interview. I did a little research, though, and here's what I found out. The Under-20 World Cup, or the U20, is a major soccer tournament that was first played in Tunisia in 1977. Unlike the FIFA World Cup that everyone's familiar with, this tournament happens every 2 years, and in 2017, the final rounds are being played in South Korea. This year, a total of 66 teams qualified to play in the prelims in 6 zones around the world, and at the moment, they have been narrowed down to just 24 clubs playing in South Korea. The U.S. team gets in almost every year. In fact, they are tied for the most number of appearances among all of the qualifying teams. To earn the right to play in Korea, they played 5 games in Costa Rica back in February, qualifying for the finals by tying Mexico for the best record at 4-1. But what's really exciting is that one of our own, a UNM Lobo, is on the team. Aaron Herrera, one of the best defenders in the country, is in South Korea right now doing his best to help the American team win against some of the stiffest competition in the world. Aaron was born right here in our state, down in Las Cruces. Though he attended Vista Grain High School in Casa Grande, Arizona, Aaron decided to come back to New Mexico for his college education because, as he puts it, the great facilities, the excellent coaching staff, and the fan and community support. Aaron Herrera is now a sophomore at UNM, and he's made quite the splash on the team. Last year, he was rated the best freshman player in the conference, and this year he's been ranked the 9th best player overall at any position in the Men's Conference USA, which includes universities all across the country. The UNM soccer team was 12-7-3 last season and qualified for the NCAA tournament. They made it to the second round, and they're looking forward to doing even better next year. Aaron spent the last half of February in Costa Rica helping the United States win their first CONCACAF U20 title, which earned the team the right to play in South Korea. According to the Daily Lobo, because of all that time spent out of the country, it didn't coincide with any sort of official break in classes. He elected to take all online courses this semester so that he could keep up with his studies while out of the country. Good for him for balancing his sports and academics. That's what we like to see from our Lobo athletes. But the preliminary rounds are over, and Aaron is in South Korea right now playing for the world title. They've already played one game in their group against Ecuador. That sounds like some pretty stiff competition. But after regulation play, the game was a tie. Since it's part of the round robin, games can end in a tie. The next game for all you hardcore fans out there is against Senegal and happens to be in a couple of hours. Check it out on Fox Sports 1, which is showing every game of the tournament live. It's tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I know that's super early, but you should get up and watch it anyway. Then the last game of the group round is Sunday morning at 3 a.m. against Saudi Arabia. If the U.S. team gets through the group round, and I know we're all rooting for them, then they will start the second part of the tournament, which is a single elimination bracket with the 16 remaining teams. We obviously don't know where they will be for that round yet, but the games start on May 30th and run until the final game on June 11th. It's early, but let's see some support for our local soccer hero, Aaron. That's all I have now. I'll see you back in the studio, Rusty.
Hey, wasn't that an amazing segment? All right, I'm going to have Carlton back here in the studio. Come on in, Carlton. Got a few questions for you about that. That was really cool.
Thank you, Rusty.
Just go ahead and have a seat.
Okay. That's better.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it, too. Okay, so this Aaron Herrera guy, okay, he's supposed to be...
It's Aaron.
He didn't spell it that way. It's Aaron, you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, well, that's different. Okay, so I understand that he's from Las Cruces. Did he ever go to the whole enchilada fiesta?
I don't know, Rusty. I didn't ask him that.
Well, that's your job. You're supposed to ask him these insightful questions. He went to school in Arizona, right?
He did, yes.
Okay, did he tell you it was really hot while he was there?
I didn't ask that either. How about we talk about, soccer?
Well, I guess we could do that. Like, what kind of things do you want to talk about?
Well, it's a under-20 tournament, meaning everyone there is under 20.
That's a really good name for it if they're not 20. So do they have to be like at least 12 or something to be in this?
I would assume they would have to be at least 12, Rusty, yes.
God, that's a good answer. Okay, so how many teams are like in this? More than like 5?
A lot more. 66 teams qualify. We're down to 24 going to South Korea.
Holy cow, it's in South Korea, so that's like nowhere near here. You can't drive there, can you?
No, probably going to have to get on some sort of boat, I would assume.
A boat.
Or plane or something.
Plane, something. Well, maybe I can get you tickets. You could go and report for us.
Oh, I would love it. Is that in the budget?
No. Okay, so moving right along, here's what we're going to do. This is my man on the spot. He's going to be back every week, hopefully with another cool thing. If not, we've got alternate people to come in and step in, but this is my man on the spot, Carlton. Okay, stay tuned for more insightful stuff next week. Okay, we're going to move on right now. Were you done talking about soccer?
I'm done, Rusty.
You look done. Okay, all right, coming up next is our prognostication segment. It's going to be fun. You got to stick around for this one. See ya. Bye.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutz Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Graphic Connection is your source for quality custom sports apparel inspired by the athletes that wear it. Graphic Connection offers in-house graphics, embroidery, digital printing, and screen printing, enabling us to offer custom products with fast turnaround to suit both your budget and your timeline. Graphic Connection is New Mexico's exclusive Cornette digital garment printer shop. The print resolution is unparalleled. Contact Graphic Connection today at 505-821-2777 or visit us online at www.gcsportswear.com.
Visit the Frontier Restaurant. Due to heavy construction on Central, take lead or coal coming north or south. The Frontier Restaurant. Get your Frontier fix on.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Hey Lobo fans, I'm Sarah. And I'm Samantha. Jaguar Land Rover Albuquerque has been a family-owned business since 1988. The 2017 Jaguar F-Pace has been named the winner of the 2017 World Car of the Year and World Car Design of the Year. Land Rover's signature terrain response system is flawless against any curveball New Mexico weather can throw at you. We have a class-leading extended warranty on all Jags and Land Rovers and one of the greatest pre-owned inventories in the state of New Mexico.
Call 505-797-3600 to schedule a test drive.
Hey, Rusty the Sports Clown here. Guess what? This is our prognostication segment. This is the segment where, prognosticate, that's like a big word meaning we're going to pick who wins games and stuff. Okay, with me, because, it's kind of dumb if I'm the only one picking stuff. So I brought in a buddy of mine, Evilla Flaw. He's like this local hip-hop guy. He's amazing, right? Say hey to everybody.
Yo, Evilla Flaw coming straight out of New Mexico, flexing. When we get low on gas, we go to Texaco. Oh.
I thought Texaco closed years ago. Anyway, all right, here we go. We're going to start with Mountain West Conference Baseball. All right, this is going to be a double elimination tournament. Happens here in Albuquerque because the Lobos won. Here's what happens. Lobos played Nevada this last weekend. San Diego State played Fresno this past weekend. Both visiting teams won 2 out of 3. All right, these are rematches. Now then, do you think the Lobos will beat Nevada? The Lobos, their dog. Nevada, they're the Wolfpack, they're 2 dogs against each other. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win that one?
Lobos over everything. That's what I'm talking about, yo. This is how we do it here in the A-City. It's Lobos. I can't say anything more than that, yo. This is how we do this.
You don't even want to talk about the San Diego State-Fresno game?
I don't even know what Fresno is. We're from New Mexico.
Bulldogs. They're dogs also.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yo.
Do you still say Lobos?
Lobos.
All right.
Lobos.
Here's what I think.
Lobos over everything.
Okay, I could be a little off because the Lobo pitching has been a little off lately. So I think the winner of the Nevada Lobo game is going to take the whole thing. Now, being a hometown guy, if the Lobos wear their turquoise, they're going to win. But I don't know what color jerseys they're going to wear. But I think I'm going to go with my man here, Evilla. We're still going to say Lobos. All right, moving on, we have this cool thing. Have you been to the pit where they play basketball and stuff? No, not that.
You're talking about my armpits, yo?
No, dude, the other pit where they play basketball.
I'm sure to be dry.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, we are going to pick what the pit's final name will be. All right, this guy who owns this business called Dream Style Remodeling.
I have dreams.
You have dreams?
I have dreams.
Are they
I
good
have
dreams?
dreams of being the biggest rapper in the A-City. Have no pity.
But we're in Albuquerque.
Oh.
So, see, we're going to... Anyway, Dream Style guy, he is being really cool about this whole thing, gave us a ton of money. But he's going to let the fans give some ideas on what the name's going to be. All right, names coming out already. We have the Cherry Pit. I don't know if that got picked or not. McPitty McPitface. I kind of like that one. That was kind of cool. We have the Money Pit at Dream Style Arena.
Money.
Isn't that a cool one?
Money.
2 of the names that have taken the top names or top honors.
I was just wondering, are my diamonds on fleek?
Dude, those rock.
Are my diamonds on fleek?
That one's kind of crooked.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right now.
Hold on, I'll shine it up there.
Yeah, do that. All right, now then, 2 names that have come out. The Pit at Dream Style Arena or Dream Style Arena at the Pit. What do you think is the final name going to be?
Well, what did you say? McPickface or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
I did too, but
because it reminds me of a rap
I don't think it's going to make the cut though. I think it's going to wind up being the Pit at Dreamstyle Arena.
Pit at Dreamstyle Arena.
You still like Pity McPitface?
Yeah, I like Pity McPitface.
I did too. That one was kind of cool.
It puts you in the place and it gives you a taste.
It
and
does.
Look at my face and my glasses. This is how it lasts, yo.
Yeah, buy his album. It comes out last week.
It'll drop in last
2
week.
weeks.
Exactly. 2 weeks after tomorrow.
2 weeks from last week or tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, we have chosen already. The football stadium, that one's a done deal. It's going to be Dream Style Stadium, so there's not a whole lot of picking to do there. All right, whack baseball. We're picking this because...
Oh, you like that wacky tobacco?
Yeah, well, why are we picking this? Here's why. Because New Mexico State is playing.
Okay.
Okay, they did not win. This is kind of weird. Okay, the team that won the WAC is not eligible to compete in postseason play.
Oh, that's whack, yo.
Isn't it? Grand Canyon out of Arizona. They won the whole thing, but yeah, they can't play.
Okay.
Dumb. Okay, New Mexico State, CSU Bakersfield, Sacramento State, Utah Valley, Northern Colorado, and Seattle are the 6 teams playing. Now, NMSU...
I heard Seattle has a high suicide rate because it's so gloomy.
Is that right?
That's what I heard.
What about Bakersfield? That's not too, such a happy
I think
place
they just
either.
make a lot of food over there. They bake a lot. That's what I figure.
Well, I think New Mexico State's going to beat all of them. That's what I think.
Oh, New Mexico, no matter what, New Mexico.
Yeah, because, they're from Las Cruces. You know what they have in Las Cruces? They have this thing called the whole enchilada fiesta. Yeah, some of you may have heard of it. All right, we're going to move on just a little bit more. This is like going down under now. This is the Australian Football League. Now, why, you ask, are we talking about this?
Because it's down under?
No.
Because kangaroos have pouches. And that's where they keep their stash.
Is that right?
That's where they keep their stash, yo.
In a pouch.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, how many of you guys remember Hugh Greenwood? He played basketball at the Pit, which is going to be renamed in a week or two. Anyway, he did not make it in basketball. He tried, but it didn't happen. So he moved back to Australia, and now he is playing for the Adelaide Crows in the Australian Football League. And they're playing the Fremantle Dockers this week. So who do you think is going to win between the Crows or the Dockers? You're going with the Crows?
I'm going with the Crows. Didn't you know? Now you know.
You the man. You the man.
All right. Master plan.
I'm kind of picking them too because Hugh Greenwood, man, he's the man. And this last game, his first game up with the big boys, yeah, he scored 3 goals, which is, like kicking the ball between some posts and you get 6 points for it. That's a lot. Okay, we're going to go with him. Moving on, the next one we're going to pick is Cavs versus Warriors. Because, we're predicting they're both going to be in the finals. Who do you think in that one?
Well, I have pretty good looking Cavs. If you didn't know, now you know.
All right, he's got Cavs. I think I'm going to go with the Warriors. I think they're going to take it all this year. All right, here's what you got to do now.
Cows?
It could happen. It could happen.
Okay.
All right, I welcome you to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Hey, follow me to Lobo's game because we're both very famous.
Everyone needs to follow me.
All right, if there is an event, a game, a meet, a match, or if you just want to go over to Evila's house and have some Libby's potted meat, do what I always say, just go. That's all I got. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.
Yo, yo, yo. That's right.
Hello, mate. It's me, Rusty the Sports Clown. Just kidding. I don't speak French. Check me out. It's going to be so much fun. See ya.
Carlton Buttons here asking Rusty the Sports Clown fans if they're excited about his new show.
Who?
Who's Rusty the Sports Clown?
Who?
Who?
Rusty who? Who's that? I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry.
They're excited. I'm excited. Watch Rusty the Sports Clown debuting in May on Proview Network, Comcast 26.